Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025, and I'm here to do another read for you. Thank you for joining me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you for all your love and your support. You guys are wonderful. I'm truly grateful. You're my soul tribe, my soul family. You're what keeps me going each and every day. I'm grateful. Thank you. Hopefully you had a beautiful day. Let's see where we're going to go with this read right now. Looks like there's a lot of people that are not happy. People that have done you wrong are now being found out, having to answer for what they've done, pay back, whatever. You know what I mean? Spend time in jail, whatever this is. Maybe, you know, the magic they've done is caught up with them. They're getting sick. They're losing everything. They don't know why. Or they're acting like they don't know why, but they do. Secretly, down deep inside, they know why this is happening. Because of you. You've done nothing wrong. So don't feel guilty, okay? This is God protecting you. You should feel grateful. God saying, no, I've had enough. This is where it's going to stop. Here and now. The divine is stepped in. 32, I can't make this up. This is a higher power dealing with institutions, marriage or commitment, decisions, contracts. Going to court here, okay? Opening up these windows and seeing. They were trying to bar your sight. They didn't want you to see anything. You're in the in-between right now. Getting ready to leave the past behind and start a new future. And they were trying to hold you back, right? Well, they can't hold you back anymore. They thought they're going to have this beautiful future and hold you back. You stay back there. You stay here in pain and poverty and shame, whatever they wanted to do to you when they get to live it up. I don't think so. They get the pain and the shame and the poverty. Overarching energy. Congratulations. You're about ready to step into a new life. Somebody wanted a leg up. They're not going to get a leg up anymore. They've been stopped. 7 is the chariot in tarot. They can't overcome this. This is no getting away from this. They've been stopped. No structure, discipline, or direction in their life. They don't want to take accountability. They're going to be made to take accountability. They could have had a car accident or had their car repoed. Maybe they were living in their car now. The car's gone. Repoed, because in the last read I was picking up for some of you, you could have co-signed for somebody and or somebody forged your signature on some rental property or a mortgage or some cars. It's all going up. It's all going up in flames for whomever this is. Could be family, friend, or lover. Okay. Could be somebody younger than you, wanting a leg up, wanting a shortcut. Don't want to work. Don't want to establish a good credit. I just want to take. Oh, you're on your way out. You're older than me anyways. You could be only 20 years older. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're on your way out. Whatever. You know, young people don't realize. Well, I know, because I was young one time too. When in my 20s, I'd look at somebody in their 30s or 40s and thought they were ancient. Now I'm thinking, wow, fuck, if I could only go back there. Anyhow, they wanted to be poised. You remain poised. They wanted to be put on a pedestal. Maybe there's somebody that placed you on a pedestal at one time. I don't know. They're going to be arrested here. They wanted you stuck, struggling. 12. Maybe they tried to sacrifice you. People looked up to them. Maybe that's what they thought. Money gets you attention, validation. It doesn't. They're going to be arrested. Yep, chaos and conflict is coming up their wazoo. Up their ass. Bringing back balance here. This is you've ascended. Somebody could be part of a secret society or they got a secret society involved. I'm not saying they're all bad. I'm just saying you got some bad apples everywhere. You could be an ascended master or they are protecting you. Or they claim they are an ascended master. Yeah, right. They're getting the 3rd degree though. The cops are interrogating them, that's for sure. This is prison stripes underneath there. Okay, somebody was pretending they were something they were not. They are sending chaos and conflict towards you. And also, I was picking this up in the last read if it has anything to do with it, towards the court personnel, judges, attorneys, authority figures, cops, you know, investigators, clerks. So they fuck up with the paperwork, you know what I mean? And they get it thrown out. Wait till they find out. Maybe some of these people are ascended. And they know exactly what this person or these people were doing. Yeah, it's a soulmate, all right. Lover, friend, family member. Yeah, unfinished symphony. They were going around and round here. So it could be a false marriage as well. But somebody was going around and around in circles, keeping this going, unfinished symphony. You thought you'd never get your justice. Well, it's here today. Okay, sweetheart? It's here. It could be a musician. You could be a musician. Somebody's an active clown. They wanted your destiny, or this is destined here. This is fated. There's change here. Divine timing, and that's what we all have to wait. Our timing is not like the divine's timing. Everything has to fall into place perfectly. And then you're going to see, oh my gosh, this was well worth it. Unfinished symphony. It's coming to a close, okay? You're going into a new destined cycle. You're going to be able to leave this behind, okay? Yep, this is going to be a tower, 16. All that glitters is not gold. Somebody was putting on a false face. You're lying with the Pinocchio nose. This is masks of greed and gold. It was all fool's gold. They were all lying to everybody here. Tower. It's going to be a shock. It's going to happen out of nowhere. Because they were building on a false foundation. They're going to be asking, why? Why? Well, like I told you in the beginning, they know why this is happening. They know that whatever they did, they deserve what's coming. Has nothing to do with you. You didn't do anything wrong. They hurt you. They used you. They lied about you. In the last read, they tried to take you out. They did magic against you, or they claimed you did. I don't know. There was a full-blown investigation. They barked up the wrong tree. So it's the here and now, here and the in-between, okay? This is happening now. Again, clouds. In the last read, there was a couple of cards with rain and clouds. It's very overcast where you are. Maybe you would live in a place that's known to be overcast. Oregon, Washington, BC's like that. I used to live there. I lived there for a year. It was like always raining. UK. I know lately here it's been raining a little bit, but nothing compared to these other places I just mentioned. I don't know. Around the world, there's multiple places like this, I'm sure. So here and now, 32, where are we going here? The divine has spoken. I just heard, whoa, geez, yep. They did all of this for cheap thrills. Hurting you gave them thrills. Continuous cycles. Like I said, you never thought it would end, or they didn't think it would end. It's now ending. Bad decisions, addictions. They could claim that you had addictions and it was them. They wanted cheap thrills. You got distance between them, emotional or physical. Somebody you divorced, ghosted, separation, or separated from. It could be family, friend, and or love. Remember that. Somebody's longing. They wanted you, longing for them, missing you. Let's talk, reunion. In the last read, that's it. They want to reunite because they know they're on the outs. They're on the outs, I should say. They're exhausted. Could be living out of a suitcase or traveling, burnt out, burdened, and emptied. They want to show up at your doorstep and take them in, lick their wounds, make their boo-boos go away, take over their bills and pay everybody off and make everything okay. I don't think so. Somebody's paranoid, cautious, insecure, and guarded. They're watching you. Somebody could be a peeping Tom. I was picking that up last week. Maybe they got busted for that a few times, accused of it. Maybe they're facing the consequences here. Bad choices, games, and mixed signals. I don't get this, how she's got matches taped to her cheeks and she's about ready to light it up. This is somebody that, okay, if they're female, this is somebody that gets those really thick lashes on and they get their brows done. They pay a lot of money to get their eyes done. Maybe they got their eyes done surgically as well. They're wearing contacts. They put in, what's it called? Belladonna in their eyes. Look at my eyes, they're sparkling, aren't they? I don't know, somebody's feeling shattered. Broken, nightmares, and failure. Yeah, so some people are talking here. Rumors, gossip, and nosy. Or they could have been gossiping about you and making up really defamatory stories about you. You cut ties. Or people are cutting ties with them. They can't get any help. Freedom, standing up and awaken. Yep, putting up boundaries. You put up boundaries, they can't cross these boundaries. They're disrespectful. Enough is enough. Defend yourself. They thought they'd laugh at you because you were nurturing and kind. You were a mentor. You give back, and they thought it was funny, right? You're happy right now. You're laughing. Joy, happiness, joy, and healing. You've healed. Yeah. Somebody wants... This is a soulmate, all right? They were using the twin flame jargon, friendship, romantic partner on everybody, I think. Made them sound like they're a divine masculine, or you are a divine masculine. Authority, discipline, father figure. Something to do with time. They're going to get some time. Delay, procrastination, too busy. Divine being doesn't hurt people. They don't. That's the last thing they would want to do. They're out there to help and uplift people, not hurt. Male or female, doesn't matter. You know? They're very obedient to God. The last thing they want to do is upset God. Upset their own partner. Hurting their partner would hurt them. It would kill them. So somebody's lying here, okay? And if it's on the off chance, it's very, very rare that a higher being, a higher level soulmate did do you wrong. Well, you're done for. Here and now, 32 and thrills. Where are we going here? Do with magic and bullshit, stealing. They have done this before and will continue to do so. Yeah, it's just a lie. It's all a lie. Yeah, I think you know that. Something to do with a younger woman, you or them, or they're involved with one. Online dating. It's a liar. So they're going to give you a message. So somebody they came across online, they're dating, this younger woman might be, or younger man, they might be calling you to, oh, help bail them out. They're in trouble. Blah, 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 blah. Messenger. Speeding causes accidents. They could have had a car accident. Did kind of pick up on that. They don't want responsibility. Somebody was unfaithful. Somebody that was unfaithful to you. Your soulmate's not who they think it is. You've been ignoring your gut. Now they got to move because it's a car and a home and all kinds of things. They got to go. Phone call that changes everything. So something, increase of money. You're going to get paid back, and or they're hurting because things are costing them too much money. They can't keep up with it. Okay? But you're definitely going to get paid back. Somebody wasn't doing their job. There's somebody of import here that knew about it and they didn't do anything about it, so you might have to sue them. You're going to get your money back, okay? I don't know. They wanted you to go to jail for them, something like that. Maybe they tried to set you up to make you look like you were the one defrauding. I don't know. So we have the here and now 32 thrills. They've done this before and they'll continue to do so again. You're on your life purpose. They can't take you off your life purpose. Or they're claiming they are you and they're in their life purposes and using people that they find on dating sites. They're trying to be you or something like that. Something to do with your beauty or your handsomeness. They're picking on beautiful younger women. I don't know. Or maybe they're using their beauty or their handsomeness to get these people. They're using glamour spells. I'll tell you that much. They're going to have to settle with you. Somebody's in poor health. They're very toxic and very karmic. They had hidden motives. They felt entitled here. Or you're entitled. Something to do with a house title. Okay? You're psychic. Or they're going around saying they're psychic. It was all one-sided what they did to you. Okay? Something to do with a nickname, yours or somebody else's. There's a lot of loss here. They had fetishes, or they claimed you had some weird fetishes just to, make you feel ashamed of yourself or make other people laugh at you. They were playing games. Somebody's unemployed. Or they tried to get you to be unemployed, or they claimed you were. You're very gifted. Or they claim they're gifted. They targeted you because you are gifted. Okay, there we go. Promotion and raise. They were trying to get some more money out of this. It could be somebody you're working with or somebody you are working with that, I don't know, they're in competition with you. A lot of coercion going on here. These are frenemies that you were dealing with. I'm sorry you went through that. Victory and success. Something to do with a lawyer. You could be a lawyer. You're dealing with lawyers. You're going to need one. They're damned. Okay? Condemned by God to suffer eternal punishment in hell. End of. I'm telling you, this is God stepping in. I really do feel it. Enough is enough. I don't know. A lot of people don't believe in God. And that's up to you. I'm not telling you to believe in Him. I'm not telling you anything. Okay? It's up to you. I believe in Him, and that's why I'm on this channel. I speak of Him, and I'm allowed to. And if you don't like it, then that's fine. You don't have to listen, or you can sign off. I don't know if you have that kind of relationship with Him, but He does love us. He makes you feel so safe and loved and like you matter because you do. When He talks to you, it's like nobody else matters. Nothing else matters. You are what matters to Him. And you know it. You feel it. And you're addicted to it. You want more and more. You never want to displease Him. Trust and believe when I say that. He makes the impossible possible. He can heal you. He directs you. He loves to guide us. He loves to hear us say, what now? What can I do? What should I do? He loves to know that we trust in Him 100%. that our faith in him is absolute. And he guides us to the best possible life that we can live. And he's quite the forgiving God. But we have to learn our lessons. He wants us to learn our lessons. He can't just say, okay, you're forgiven. You haven't learned a damn thing. And you go ahead and do it again, but in a different way. It's the same lesson, but in a different manner. How else are you going to learn? You have to learn. Me included. Sometimes it takes a lifetime, multiple lifetimes to learn. Sometimes it's like that. I don't know. Everybody's different. And you can't look at other people and compare yourself and compare your situation to theirs, because it doesn't compare. We're all authentic, and we should be authentic. And we should be proud of that. We shouldn't want to be other people. We shouldn't want their lives, okay? We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We all suffer in our own little ways, okay? Why would you want to take on their suffering? Anyhow, where are we going? Thank you, Spirit. Bad news. Somebody should have communicated something to you and they didn't. That's what I mean. There's somebody with a title here. Somebody with authority should have communicated something and they did not. This is bad news. Somebody lied. They threw rocks and hit hands. And they meant it. Okay, they felt entitled to do so. They were a drama starter. They loved every minute of it. So whoever this is juvenile. Male or female. Remember, place the genders where it belongs, because this is just energy, okay? Overarching energy. This is you, male or female. You know your value and you know your worth. Nobody can talk you out of that. It's like in my experiences, some people try to talk me out of my own value, talk me out of knowing who I am, trying to label me as something other than who I am. You know what I mean? It's not going to work. You're stable and you're secure. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. You're hardworking, abundant, and independent. You're very fruitful with that bunny. You have gone through it. Okay, that's why the mountains are behind your throne. You're entitled to this break, this reprise. You know what I mean? This the peace that you've earned. You're looking at your pentacles, and that's what you're working on. Your pentacles, your health. Pentacles is money, and it's also health. Yeah, you took a leap of faith. You have a new beginning starting here. Congratulations. And where you've been, you don't have very good memories, not a lot. So you're just taking a small little backpack here, a small satchel with you. Not everybody can come with you. They thought you were a fool. You're not a fool. You were listening to God. He guided you, like I said. You had trusty spirit guides around you, guiding you, leading you, warning you before you know something happened, right? Somebody feels like a fool. Everything is not fine in their world. Or they don't want everything to be fine in your world. How dare you be happy and at peace and stable? How dare you? Where are we going with this? You have a new beginning. Yeah, you healed your heart. This is a blessing in disguise for you, okay? Somebody was talking mad shit about you. They emotionally, mentally, psychologically, and verbally abused you. They're not doing so well, or they claim that that's who you are. You're very abusive. Somebody wanted a life of luxury off your back. They really wanted you to appear unstable. Somebody's unstable and insecure, greedy and selfish, codependent and clingy. They can't mind their own business, I'll tell you that much. Bad business owner. I don't know, they lost a lot of money, trying to steal money. This could be a financial crime. They are very afraid. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They can't control you or the situation. Somebody's going to be humbled. They're afraid, or they're trying to intimidate you. And it ain't going to work. I think God's going to humble them. They're not happy. They're maybe sick, doing stuff in the dark, right? No truth or clarity. They are not happy. They know that they have no integrity. You don't trust them, or they're trying to get people not to trust you. Yeah, to block you off, to come up against you. But you're standing your ground. You're defended here. The divine's defending you, or your spirit team. They're defending you. You see it for what it is. You have a higher perception here. Okay, you have the advantage. You see why these people are coming after you. Somebody sicked them on you. Somebody from your past. Okay. Could be a past life soulmate. Could be a family member. It could be a child, parent, sibling, or cousin. They're having nostalgic memories. They want to come back in. They want to reconcile with you for some reason. They're trying to stop people from seeing that you're innocent and giving you your flowers. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. You could be a mother. You don't have to be. You could be a male in this energy. It could be children. It could be a mother or a partner here. You're moving on. You're moving on. Hey, we get older. We grow up. We move on to our own lives, right? It is what it is. You could be a grandmother. You could be a mother. You don't have to be. You could be single. You could be a male. But you remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. Somebody was trying to come up against you. Somebody that you gave a lot of love to, a lot of attention to, you know. You poured your emotions in. But now you got to put a lid on that cap and move on. Somebody could be on the runs. They want to come meet you in calm waters, or they're on the run. Spirit plugged you out of rough waters and brought you into calm waters to heal, because they wanted to sacrifice you. They wanted you stuck and struggling, or this person took off after they did what they did and left you stuck and struggling. Not able to overcome it, so they thought. That's what they wanted. They wanted to leave you like this, waiting, waiting, waiting. How dare they? They wanted you to transition, or somebody did. I don't know, somebody from your past. Somebody at a distance you're dealing with. Something was going on behind your back, okay? Remember, place the genders. Yeah, somebody you love. Somebody's in their emotions. This is self-love, new love, true love as well. This is new beginnings, peace, harmony. The divine loves you very, very much. They plucked you out of rough waters and brought you to calm waters to heal, to learn, to remind you to love yourself, to remind you that he loves you. This is a tower. You are very loved. Maybe it was a shock. Maybe it was a shock to find out where you were, that there wasn't any love, that how they were treating you wasn't love. Whatever they were building was built on a false foundation, giving you a false sense of security and false impressions. It is what it is. This is going to happen suddenly. Or maybe the divine, the way he reached out to you was a shock. It's like, pay attention, I'm here. I know he did that to me. But when he comes into your life and you finally hear him, wow, your whole body shakes. You're breathing really, you know what I mean? You feel like you're dreaming. Am I going crazy? I get goosebumps just talking about it. And then you start to develop, you honestly, I mean, I was shaking in fear. I felt too shameful to even be in his presence, but you get used to it after a while. And you look forward to it. You know what I mean? You don't ever want to live your life without him. I don't know, something to do with a false contract. 3 of Pentacles. Ending a third-party situation or a collaboration. Somebody was not giving to you. They were not cooperating with you. They didn't want to help you. They lied about you. They spread rumor, gossip, and slander. They were petty and they were cruel. They were jealous of you. And they abused you. They targeted you. This is self-sabotage as well. They were hoping you'd self-sabotage or thought you would. It's not going to happen. Something to do with a false contract. It's all lies. Now they're feeling some kind of way. They wanted you feeling rejected, abandoned. They wanted to push everybody out of your life. But instead it's happening to them. Yeah, you're over it. You're ignoring them. Ignoring if they're harassing you in any way or talking to you in any way. Yeah, you're done. So they're grieving and regretting what they've done here. The divine tried to reach out to them. They're not listening. They're too busy with third parties, people, and trying to put on an image of some sort, trying to live a life that's not really theirs. Their back is against the wall here. They're not answering their phone. Something to do with credit collectors. They wanted a life like this. King of Pentacles, male or female. Okay? Like they're rich, they're established, they're successful, they're abundant, they're generous, they're good with money. Look at me, taking pictures with their pentacle and on their throne. Look at me, posing. But this person looks too young to be a King of Pentacles, because usually a King of Pentacles is more established. You know, it takes a while to get up there. Not always, I'm just saying, you know, everybody's different. But there's no foliage that is ready to be plucked. It's like dead leaves. It's not really theirs. They're wearing Prada, they're wearing Chanel, they're wearing whatever, posing in with these name brands as if it's, you know, their lifestyle, showing it. It reminds me of people. You see it often, people showing a stack of bills and posing with it in front of a car. It's all bullshit. It's all, what? False? Why are you trying to attract people saying that you have money? You're setting yourself up, number one. Real rich people, wealthy people do not announce it. They hide it. They wear jeans and a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? They don't, if they do have expensive clothes or jewelry, it's very subtle. Like when I was dating that millionaire, he wanted to buy me a Rolex. He wanted to buy me a gold Rolex with diamonds. I said, absolutely not. A silver one would do. An oyster perpetual. And that's what I had. There's no way am I going to lose my fucking arm because somebody saw my Rolex and wants it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody putting on airs. Everything's not fine because they stole this money. This is a fraud. Yeah, they have addictions, obsessions. They have, wow, they went to extremes and inappropriate behavior here. This is disaster. They can't balance this out. They could be sick and unstable. What they did to you was wrong. This is disaster. They broke the law here. This could be corruption. This could be a warlock, somebody you divorced or separated. Maybe you don't even know you're married to this person. There's a lot of fraud going on. That's what I mean. Giving out false counsel. Somebody's going to lose their position here. Or an institution might be behind this and going down. They don't even realize it. Upsetting the apple cart, you know what I'm saying? It's unfair. This was an injustice. What can I say? It could be lawyers, judges, whatever. Somebody up there, like I said. Somebody important, for sure. Corruption. They had the power. Somebody's a tyrant and a bully. They bent to public pressure. Somebody high up. They're going to have to pay big time. Oh boy, I don't like the way this looks. If somebody is a judge and they were getting in the way of you getting your justice and or allowing other people to get away with shit they were doing against you, they could have fallen ill or injured and they have to leave the bench and somebody else is taking over and they're seeing what's going on here. Somebody bent to public pressure. This is disaster. This is a bully, a tyrant. They lost authority, abused their authority, or had no authority. Their power is being taken away. You foresaw this and you were waiting for this to happen. This could be somebody at a distance as well. Okay? Somebody's plotting and planning. You're not looking back. You're prepared. You're prepared to hear from this, to have to come back. So somebody has to come back to court. Somebody's coming towards you. They're going to have to cut their losses. Wow, this was all illusion. Somebody got tempted and bribed, maybe blackmailed. It's a cover-up. Hopeful, wishful thinking. Somebody's delusional here. A lot of confusion. Financial ruin, spiritual jail. Damn. Somebody sees clearly what's happening here. Somebody's made a decision. It's the end of a stalemate. You're not mentally conflicted, or whoever's stepping in is not mentally conflicted. Okay? They're making a decision. Oh boy. Not in denial. Yep, they're making a decision. What'd I tell you? They're made a decision. They see it for what it is. This is a wake-up call for somebody. Somebody has to take accountability. Now everybody involved wants to be saved. I didn't mean it. I didn't know what's going on. I didn't understand what that meant. Oh boy, this is divine judgment here. This is a leader stepping in for you, or this is you. Somebody's angry. Somebody with authority is about ready to fucking bury somebody, or a bunch of somebodies. This is somebody that's not afraid. They're a go-getter, okay? They do what's honorable. They take an oath of office or a pledge of allegiance, and they follow through. And they're quite proud of it. They defend and protect the underdog. I got goosebumps thinking about it. Oh boy, somebody's taking action here. This is an action taker. They look pissed. Male or female, doesn't matter. Oh, somebody lied, cheated, and or stole. They're still trying to get away with it. Wow. Could be a cult, coven, secret society. There was a lot of egregious gossip. There's no coming back from this, okay? People are not happy. The party's over. People are running the other way here. Lying about something, about a friendship. They're no longer friends. A bunch of people fighting here. Look at this. 3 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Wands in the upright. Oh boy. I'm going to assume this is you. You're very balanced between your dark and light energies, okay? All these people coming after you for some sort of financial gain. This is competition, conflict, fighting, jealousy, drama, rivalry. Yep, they're being exposed. You've exposed them or somebody else has exposed them. This is public humiliation. This is a big fail. What they put out is coming back to them. They didn't want to learn their lessons. They didn't want to stop doing what they were doing. Well, here it is. Oh, humongous clapback, okay? It's blowback. The worlds are upside down. If anybody's online, working online, well, they're going to be tossed offline. They're being exposed. Oh, it's unfinished business here. They have to come back to court. The truth is biting them right in the ass. I can't make this out. Truth, clarity. Congratulations, okay? This is the sword of truth cutting through everything. There's going to be some communication coming towards you. They can't block it any longer, or you're speaking the truth, and they can't block you any longer if you're working online. It could go different ways. Somebody's very, very afraid and scared and upset. They have to let this go, or they're going to get let go. They have to give up here. They have to heal. Somebody's contemplating, praying, strategizing. They need to put something to rest with you. They see that you're at peace. You bring peace. You're healed. Somebody's having intrusive thoughts, though. As they're parting ways, they're grieving and regretting. They're crying over spilt milk. They could be far from home. They don't have to be. Very disappointed. This could be you. You're very disappointed in whoever this is. Or somebody out of higher that caught this. These lawyers, these judges, whoever, this politician, somebody with power, this spiritual guru. It's very disappointing. Yeah, they were doing magic. They were shit-talking. They gave out unwise counsel. They could have been promiscuous or called you promiscuous. Something to do with online. Yeah, with the there's something online here with the laptop. They could have done magic against you or accused you of it or whatever. Or the truth is coming out about a home, a family, a marriage, a business, some sort of stability, some sort of gathering here. They were supporting themselves, supporting others. I don't know. They were giving their cup of love out. This is a friend or a lover here that lied to you. This is a narcissist, male or female. Okay, this is a pathological or a sociopath or psychopath. They're a pathological liar, user, abuser, cold calculating and cruel. They abused you. They could be dangerous, so be careful. They might be coming back around again, or as a friend of this liar. Somebody that took advantage here. Not very smart. Self-serving. It's only about them. Yeah, they impersonated you. I had a hard time with that word in the last read. Don't know why. But this is somebody trying to hold you back. They're very combative, okay? They're very argumentative. They're very dangerous and abusive, so be very careful because they feel entitled to whatever this is. They could have impersonated you. They could have forged your signature, stealing your work, your ideas, or your achievements. This is a poser and a player. They stole a lot of money. This is family discord. This could be a corporation going down, okay? This is the end of their long-term stability and or relations. They're going to lose everything. And they're trying to stall this because they know they're in trouble. They were coming after. This is fated. This is destiny. This is the divine stepping in. Could be an inheritance, spiritual or otherwise, a large amount of money, generational wealth, a legacy. The divine is here. They knew that something was coming towards you. They know. Somebody knows that you're going to be cashing in, retrieving whatever was lost, whatever this is. And they're looking up at you like, feel sorry to me. I'm on the downward slope here. Yeah, don't you feel sorry for me? Huh? Please? They're going to try to work your heartstrings. You're looking the other way. You're looking up at God. This is fortune, okay? This is very fortunate. They're going to have to release something to you, or something's going to be released. Somebody's unstable and insecure. They can't hold on to this. Holding on to something that's not theirs. They can't hold you back any longer. Hold back any money, communication. This is gathering some information. This is divination, maybe. This could be a younger person losing their job. They paid to have somebody make you lose your job, or they're going to lose their job. Somebody's gathering information. You have a new beginning here, okay? You took a practical approach. You'll learn your lessons, that's for sure. Somebody wants to open up to you. Yeah, this is the cops coming in. This is universally driven. This is victory, okay? You're moving forward. You overcame. They have to move. They're traveling. You have direction, structure, and discipline in your world. Somebody needs to radically accept it for what it is. You radically accepted these people. You knew what they were, so you stepped back and you waited. But this could be the authorities coming in, knowing that somebody's trying to manipulate you, or they did magic. This is a lot of manipulation, deception, illusions. Okay, it was all illusions. Could be magic, could be corruption as well. They don't have all the resources they need. They're out of control. They can't control this. They lost power. Somebody was wearing a mask. They were two-faced. They can't manifest. You're moving forward. Anyways, they were gluttonous. They were very satisfied with what they did to you. They could have been traveling and moving on your dime, but you're getting your wish fulfillment. This is somebody that only cared about material things. Look at what I own. They like to show it off, but it's not really theirs. I don't know how to say that. Somebody that likes to put on airs, like they belong there or they own all of this. Somebody could be a big drinker or something. Somebody's very malicious, ruthless, and careless, emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, and very immature, insecure as well, self-serving and self-absorbed. Right now, they could be drinking and not in command or control of their emotions. They were careless with you. It could be a male or female, okay? Yeah, it's about this money. This is an opportunist. Wanting opportunities or money or something tangible. It is tangible, okay? The Ace of Pentacles is always tangible. It could be health as well. Wanting your spiritual gifts as well. But this is a blessing to you. They got to pay you back. Yeah, they try to pay off an investigator. Wow. They tried to bribe an investigator, or they did in the past. Something online. The truth is out. They got to pay you back. This is somebody you parted ways with, some sort of soulmate. But this is a karmic soul tie from the past. There's lack of truth here. There's no emotions. You don't see eye to eye. You don't trust them or other people. This investigator does not trust this person. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. They were trying to justify and rationalize why they did what they did to you. And it's not going to work. They are scared shitless. Somebody's taking action. You have a new beginning here. New beginning, passion, opportunities, growth, and expansion. You have the power. Somebody with power is stepping in. The worst has happened. It could be a new judge. I don't know. You got to take accountability here. Somebody's coming towards you. Yeah, somebody paid to do a crime against you, abuse you. They were reckless and they endangered other people. Other people who knew about it did not take any action. Yep. Somebody got hurt. Or they were planning to hurt you. Now they want forgiveness, right? They went too far here. There's proof and evidence. If they were trying to take you out, there's proof and evidence. Right there. Something to do with an investment. It's a large amount of money. Or property or shares or something. They're sitting there trying to harvest off of you. They underestimated you. This is fraud and theft. This was unbalanced, unequally yoked. They breadcrumbed you and you're innocent. Yep. Somebody, a child, you're innocent, you have a new beginning. They may want to apologize for rocking the boat. I'd say it's more than rocking the boat. They could have made you, tried to make you go into bankruptcy, or they're facing bankruptcy. Now they're crying. They're going to claim, I didn't know, I'm too young to know. Bullshit. Be a younger person, you're water. They got a lot of burdens there. They put burdens on your back. They're going to have to take responsibility here. They're buckling beneath the burdens, the weight of these burdens. It's an ending. It's a 10. They're going to jail. Bye-bye. But I tell you, people see through the illusions, breaking free. People are trying to distance themselves from this person because they're all going to go to jail. Whoever, they try to sacrifice you. They kept you stuck and struggling, waiting for this money, waiting for what? Your life to begin. They wanted to stop you. They wanted you to take the flack, wanted you to hurt. They didn't want anybody to, they wanted you waiting. That's all I'm picking up. Waiting to what? Run out of your time until the end of your days. This is a karmic here. This is a false contract, one-sided contract. You didn't know about it. Poor decisions. They're getting some consequences here. This is very karmic. This is a karmic soul tie. There's no peace or harmony here. Yeah, they wanted to do anything to get their way. Everybody's taking on losses. Like I said, somebody's angry. They were doing spell work. Somebody's a hoe bag, or they accused you of this. They're very domineering, okay? This is a bully. Very abusive. No authority. They destroy. They don't create. They're trying to get you to lose your job, or they did lose their job, or somebody else did. Didn't want to put the work in. It's too much like work, you know? They can't master their emotions. They don't want to be a master. They want to look like it, though. It could be some sort of counterfeiting your work or money or something, watching you from a distance and counterfeiting your work. You're still moving forward here. 2-2. They went to the crossroads. They picked the path they're on, okay? They're hurting for money. They've done this to other people and sank them into debt. Now they can't play games anymore. Now they're praying. Because you're divinely protected here. You're in your north node. Ew. So that's why none of it's working. This is divine intervention. Gathering some, you could be doing divination. You're getting your info right from the stars here. You're in your north node. You're doing what you should be doing. Okay, so, or maybe that's what they're claiming they are, but you are definitely where you should be. If you are doing divination of any kind, they're going to have to pay you. Somebody's gathered some information. This is a new beginning. This is a practical approach. You're learning something. Somebody's learning something about you. You're in your north node. This is divine intervention. You have a great deal of faith and your prayers are being heard. And your wishes are being granted. You're healthy. You're an inspiration. You could be out in the public eye, but somebody was trying to steal your work. I don't know. It has nothing to do with the rest of it, but this is just an offshoot of what you had to deal with. They're stealing your work, trying to make a living off your work, but that's why they're going into debt, because they're trying to steal your work. It comes right from God. Wow. They're watching you, stealing your work. See, they're on their computer, on their phone here, saying it's coming from them. It's not, and they know it's not. You're not worried about it. You know, these people are liars anyways. They're jealous. They're vindictive. They're vile. And they're getting backfires for that. They're trying to block your way from moving forward because you're a divine feminine energy and they know it and they're not. And so, well, read them and weep, right? This is what happens. You're a creator. They're not. They lied. They threw rocks and hid hands. They thought it was funny. This is another part of this. This is something altogether. This is over. This is also could be some of whoever you're dealing with that were defrauding you for a large amount of money. They lied. It's bad news. They said you were unalive, but they were trying to unalive you. This is your family or group. They would have been happy if you had been gone. This is over for your family. You are the phoenix rising. You're going towards happiness. Ending a cycle. More than one cycle, I think. You're ending it with a lot of people here, or you already have. And this is just the aftermath. I don't know why that came out of my mouth, but this is the aftermath of everything. Congratulations, the divine has stepped in. You're in the in-between. You're here and now. Stay in the here and now. Don't live in the past because that just gives you depression. Don't live in the future. That gives you anxiety. Here and now. This is good. Dealing with institutions, courts, the divine, a belief system. You're spiritually high-ranking. A marriage or commitment or contract. Take it for whatever it is. You're about ready to step into your future. Congratulations. And nobody can come with you unless the divine says so. Somebody wanted a leg up. They can't come near you. They're trying to build off of you, off of your essence, your energy, your words, your whatever, your knowledge or your money. Everybody trying to build off a life off of you. And I'm getting different areas of your life people try to build off of. It's a big fat fucking no. And it's going to seem like it's otherworldly, a miracle that's all coming together now because the divine's involved. I keep saying this. The divine likes to show himself in different ways. He'll unalive many birds with one stone to prove his point. Because he can. You know what I mean? You put distance between these people, or they're trying to put distance between them and that and others, or they caused a lot of distance in your life. Divorce, they cause people to ghost you and separate from you. It could be physical or emotional. Yeah, these people were having cheap thrills on your tab, maybe. These people are just cheap. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions, or this is what they claimed you were doing. A younger woman, you could be this younger woman or somebody else's in the equation. They've done this before and they'll continue to do so. Or that's what they said about you. Well, I guess they're all liars, right? You could be very beautiful or handsome, or they think they're beautiful or handsome. You're on your life purpose and people don't like it. Oh, well. Too bad. I don't like people that are like that. You can say, oh, well, too bad. That's what life is. People have their opinions, right? What else can we know about this lot of people here? Somebody's into you, good chemistry, great vibes and positives. So somebody got jealous. You're ignoring them. Okay, because somebody in this crowd that did you wrong, you're ignoring them. Yeah, somebody's ignoring a bankruptcy. somebody that was into you, or they claimed you were into them. You actually ignored them. They're going through some sort of bankruptcy, spiritual, moral, or financial, or all the above. They wanted you to go into, somebody's trying to stop you from moving forward, okay? Karmic friends. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. Keep your friends closer and your enemies closer. I think this is your whole life. Everybody around you. Bad habits, schmugs, addictions, and toxicities. Or this is what they said. Your karmic friends said this about you to stop you from moving forward because they're bankrupt. They're going to go through some bankruptcy. They could have stolen some money and they wanted you to go bankrupt. They wanted you to go bye-bye. Okay? They wanted to take your life, take everything that was yours because they felt entitled. Somebody caught a case or they claimed you caught a case. Everything they claimed is going to happen to them, okay? Every lie that they uttered is going to happen in their life. Or now they're catching a case in a court of law. Okay, they were talking Schmidt. They're talking shit. Keep talking. Okay? They're threatening you, or they claimed you threatened them, or they're feeling threatened now. Intimidating, threatened, and bothered. Ooh, hot and bothered here. Inside scoop. Closer look, nosy up in your business. Stay out of my business, okay? Because your light offends their demons. They can't handle it. Now they want to fight, girl or guy fight, arguments, physical fight at war and competing. You don't compete where you don't compare. You don't need to compete. You got God. They're fighting themselves. They're fighting God. They're not fighting you. Yeah, they're trying to bait you. You're not going to fall for it. They fell for it, though, because you could be the spiritual bait. Now they're crying over you. They're sad. They're upset. They're hurt because you dodged all their bullets. It didn't, whatever they tried to do, it didn't work. Blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters, and you remain unbothered. Somebody's under fake accounts trying to goad you. Yeah, let them face the karma for that. Remain unbothered, okay? This is why they're crying, because they can't get to you. Oh, wow, the life of a fucking idiot. What can I say? You're looking the other way. You're unbothered. God's keeping you busy. You're doing what you're supposed to do. They're not. They're in your business. How are we ending this for the collective, please? They try to curse you. You're in your north node. You're being well protected and guided by God. What do you think that means? They're cursed now. They're full of hate, catastrophe, and misfortune. There you go. You know who did it, who planted these seeds of hate. You're on your path. You're planting seeds. You're not looking back, right? They're trying, this is an initiation, creativity, and vitality. I was going to say imitation. Somebody was trying to imitate you. They were trying to cause conflict. You know exactly who it is in your life. Now the conflict's with them. Clashing differences, incompatible and irreconcilable. The storm is right where they are, like I said, with the raindrops and the overcast sky and the rain and the storms. Yeah, this is a soulmate. They keep hammering this home. I don't know why. The one, the deep love, spiritual connection, a life partner. Something to do with a union, reconciliation, coming back, making it work, second chance. Yeah, no. Okay, they're lost. They belong to the lost. Running away, emptiness, feeling invisible, and cutting off. Bye-bye. They're into risky schmecks, and you're not into that. Okay, unprotected schmecks, sexual disease, partner to partner, unsafe decisions. They're feeling lost because maybe they accused you of doing it and they got caught up. Yeah, reflection. Doing mirror magic, scrying, glamour spells. Well, that ugly's starting to show. You know, spell work doesn't last forever. Dark night of the soul, dark shadow, facing their inner truth and seeing true colors. People are seeing their true colors. You're going to jail, confinement. Bye-bye. Okay. Now they want to compromise, right? Give me a break. They have sneaky links, fake profile, hiding from you behind the scenes in social media. Now they want to compromise. This is people that were on fake social media trying to what? Attack you, insult you, trying to hurt your business, trying to hurt you. They could have been online pretending they are you, dating various people, saying that you have an STD. Good for you. It's going to, you have a lot of self-love. Not going to work. Okay? You're completely done with this person, this situation, or all of these people. Moving on. Ending cycles, lessons learned, coming back, coming full circle. So whatever they wanted for you is coming back to them, okay? You live in the present here. Presently right now, butterflies. Feeling complete, can't stop smiling, happiness and devotion. This is you. Present, feeling the moment, becoming aware today in the now. You're getting your flowers, darling, okay? Something to do with twin flame. Somebody's tried to keep your twin flame away. Or if this is an actual twin flame or higher level soulmate, then they fucked up, which is rare. Not everybody goes through this, so don't take it on as yours and only your, everybody's storyline. Somebody else is stepping into your life here. It could be love, it could be friends, it could be a family member, it could be business. But a twin flame, it would hurt them, absolutely hurt them, kill them to hurt you. Maybe a twin flame. This could be a liar, a false flame that was claiming to be your twin flame and using that jargon with everybody. Maybe your true twin flame is stepping into this scenario and going to fight for you. Yeah, you're going to get a call. Congratulations. Hearing from, conversation, talking, and unblocking. Are they going to use this jargon on you? I don't know. They use it on everybody. Bottled up, illusions, keeping things inside, not opening up, and deception. Be careful, the twin flame jargon. I knew it. I feel funny when I talk about this shit. Somebody's homeless. They're looking for a place to stay. It's a big gamble. They're going to take a gamble. Okay, this is fate. They're going towards their fate. You could be a reader. So it's a big gamble because you are intuitive. You could be a reader. And they're looking to sponge off you. What a bunch of bozos. Ugh. These people really think that they're important, that they can take your life, do whatever they want, especially with God being in your back, backing you up. There, yeah, chair is empty. They're leaving their life. Bye. Ooh, I didn't mean to say that. Someone's leaving your life, but I just said they're leaving their life. Oh my gosh, someone's leaving your life. I didn't mean to say that. It just came out. I don't wish it on anybody, but it is what it is. Crib. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Something new is happening. You're birthing something new. There could be a child coming in. Congratulations. Teardrops. Oh my gosh. Great personal sorrow. Okay. They're going to have to leave a home, a crib that they fraudulently acquired under your name. Now they're crying. I don't know. So this is November. It's going to happen November. And it's right around the corner. Their birthday could be in November, or yours is. Or this is something I'm never going to forget because Remembrance Day in Canada is November 11th. Bull. Plenty of material things. Sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Congratulations. You are going to get paid here. Okay. Compliments from an admirer. Vine. Seek out information that will help you. The Broken Bridge. This came out yesterday. So I didn't really shuffle too well, but that's coming out again. So they broke this bridge. Okay. Somebody's going to claim that they want to get to know you. Somebody that in their court, in their group, wants to get to know you. Somebody related to them, possibly, because a vine does represent a bloodline. They're looking for information off of you. But they broke. This bridge is broken. They can't repair this. And what you're not repairing a bridge you didn't break. Okay? It's not up to you to repair it. They're trying to use you, or somebody was trying to use you as a bridge to get somewhere. Ain't gonna happen. A bridge to nowhere. I just heard. Wow. So they're on a bridge to nowhere. Congratulations. There could be a faulty bridge somewhere. Just be careful with driving over an old bridge. Like I said, I'm not saying this over other people, but it does happen, right? Hope you like the reading. Until next time, take care.